Good Sunday morning, everybody. Welcome to Sunday with Spirit. Hope everybody's doing well. All right, I've been thinking, which is dangerous. We had this big climate convention. The world did. And there's a lot of non-action with that. People going, oh, we can't afford to put money in there. We have a 30-year plan, but there's... And, it kind of bothers me that, we're not doing enough. And we need to look inside ourselves to see what we can do individually. But individually is not enough for the planet, so I was thinking. However, as people look to us, our neighbors, and go, what are you doing saving your water? Putting a bucket in the sink and then watering your houseplants with it? What are you doing? That's stupid. But then when they get their water bill next month, they're going to think about, oh, maybe we should try to conserve water just a little bit. Now, again, it's individuals that we have to be further along. But we just have to start thinking smarter about this. So where I wanted to go with this today, I was wrestling with what to do. And I said, well, why don't we let the cards decide? And so I was just going to pull one card and then go around it and see what message we got. But instead I decided to use the shamanic upper world, middle world, lower world concepts to see if we can get any information from there. Now, let me drop it down and we can see what I got going. I hope my camera doesn't fall. It feels really loose. Uh-oh. All right, so here's what I got going. Don't drop, camera. All right. So I'm using the Brady Tarot, the 7 Energies deck, and Work Your Light cards. This is the lower world, the Brady Tarot. This is the upper world, the Work Your Light. Now, when I laid them out, I put the lower world at the top. And then my logical brain said, well, that's backwards. Shouldn't it be at the bottom, at the lower? And I immediately heard, you must get out of your linear thinking. I'm like, okay, all right. Because I could put the lower world over here, and that would make sense. Lower, middle, upper, in my logical brain. I could have it certainly down here, as we talked about. But as we are moving through this portal energy, and to go back to that portal energy, that is not something for one specific time that we can only access that portal energy. We can access that portal energy whenever. It's just a little bit stronger now. That's all. Just a little bit easier to go through that portal. So what we have here, what I'm thinking about, I decided to let the lower world, middle world, and upper world tell us a story. So I really didn't have a clear intention as to what I wanted out of a specific area, region. I just wanted, the specific intention was, tell me a story about where we are today. And a lot of it had to do with climate change, because I've been thinking about that, right? So, the lower world, when we tap into the lower world, this is all about, in a shamanic journey, we will either go down into a cave, we will go down into the earth, into the ocean. It's more grounded. This is where we see helping spirits. No, I'm sorry. Power animals. We certainly will see some helping spirits down there. But it's more grounded in the earth. So let's see what we got. We have the sun. All right. Well, thank you for Spirit for saying we're going down into the earth and then giving me the sun. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. All right. The second card. Okay, well, thank you. This helps. Mother of Roots. Okay, now we're in the earth. We are in this. And here we have this I forgot the name of the insect, but she's guarding her babies. She's holding one of her babies up to the light. A higher power baby, maybe? Mother of Roots. And then withdrawal. And I can't help to not flash back a little bit on the reading that Andrea and I did at the end of our video last week, where we talked about solar flares. Sun, this looks like, holding on to your, making sure your provisions are there. And then we have a little bit of a withdrawal. So, again, I'm just going to go back to that. Just make sure your provisions are all set up. But with this also is, if we look at this with the planet going down into the earth and what we can hear from nature, from Mother Earth, it's that we do have illumination on what we're doing to the planet, to inside the planet, and we need to withdraw from keep going into this planet and taking things from it. We are not giving back enough. If we take something, we need to put something back in. We're not putting anything back in. That's what I think that withdrawal is. That's where I'm kind of hearing in my head. All right, when we go up into the upper world, and this is kind of like the portal as we go through, and here when we travel into the upper world, the messages are, it's usually a lighter world. We can go see crystal cities when we journey up there. We can, things are normally lighter, even though they can be gray and, and the vision can be dark where we see some things, and dark not in heavy, just like a black movie screen getting ready for the show where we get to see some things. But this is the higher energy, the upper world, where we travel, normally up through fire, through smoke, up into a tree, having one of our middle world spirits, eagle, hawk, help us to pop through into the upper world. And when we get to this upper world, we get to meet our spirits, our angels, the ancestors who have gone before us. Some people would call those ETs. So, what is the upper world saying to us? Just say yes. So for those of you who, and I'm included in this in a lot of ways too, who say, oh, well, that doesn't exist, that can't happen, none of, what we're dealing with here can't change, just say yes to the possibilities that are coming before us. Don't limit them. All right then. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Look at that. That is gorgeous. So as I look at this in the camera, I really focused on the angel. When I looked at it down here, I focused on the prayer. So that's pretty awesome. So as we go into the upper world, just say yes. Know that we are not alone, that there are ancient ancestors. There are starseed people. There is angels, spirits helping us along the way. Oh my gosh. Creating heaven on earth, it's happening. Lemuria. Wow. Normally, for me, I don't go into ETs and star helpers, star seeds. And I'm not sure why I did with this one so much. Look at the strength down here with the lions. This card feels so much to me like it's a middle world card, because it's tying in to the earth, to the keepers of the earth. Just say yes to the possibility of Lemuria. I know some of us are all on board, fully aware of and tapping into that energy. And others are a little hesitant to even go there. Okay. The cards say just be open to it. Just say yes. Just check it out. And when we travel up into this upper world that may be very strange, we're not alone. We have people standing behind us. People meaning ancient ancestors, past lives. The middle world is a blend between, and again, this is my interpretation, a blend between the lower world and the upper world, and it blends these two together. And this is my interpretation for today's reading. It changes. Different cultures have different terms for the middle world, but the middle world is the earthly plane, really where we are. This is underneath the lower world. This is where we exist today. But it blends these two. Because this is reality in our minds, and this is reality kind of on the earth. So I'm using the energy card here. And we have the oracle gift. So if we're blending the two, know that we have this gift to travel between the lower and the upper and the middle world. Wake up. Waking the lion. I don't even know if I need to say any more about that. I love the stars all in it. Grand Symphony. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, so let's kind of see what the whole message is here. So we have the sun illuminating something. We have the mother of roots protecting her eggs, nurturing them, feeding them. So are we still nurturing Mother Earth? And then we have this withdrawal. Let's see, I'm going to use my clarity cards to see if I can get a little bit of clarity on this withdrawal. What is this withdrawal card about? Is it withdrawing from taking too much, as I said? Well, we have the snake charmer. To me, this card says we have the magic to repair that building. We just have to call on it. We just have to be aware that we can do it. Because right now our playground is empty. And we need to be wise. We need to be wise because our playground is empty. But know that we have the illumination and we have the magic that we can help the planet. So it goes back to just doing the little things. And where are we going to get some better information from? I think it's from the upper world, the keepers of the earth, journeying to Lemuria to see what do they have to say. So when we meditate, when you go into the meditative state, ask our guides and angels, what do you have to say about how we can help Mother Earth? Because we do have the gift. And during this portal, we are opening up the lion, waking up the lion to this beautiful grand symphony. All right, 3 more because I had them out. And this is the Shamanic healing deck that I'm using. This one. Shamanic healing. It's kind of dark, so you may not be able to see it. But what's the healing message for today? Oh. Psychic development. Right over Oracle's gift. Now, this is kind of for the whole thing. So it feels like today it's calling us to develop our psychic ability. Just say yes to it a little bit. A lot. Ancient wisdom. Keepers of the earth, Lemuria, ancient wisdom. the shamanic culture, the shamanic teachings it's been around for thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of years. I mean, probably for as long as man has been on the planet. And when I heard that, I said, as long as life has been on the planet, maybe the animals are even doing this and we're not keyed into it. That would be an interesting journey. Tap into an animal and see if they have any rituals, they have any shamanic practices that are similar to what we go through. I don't know, it's kind of a mystery, but I will just say, yes, let's look into that. It's a possibility. And the last card is duality. Psychic development, ancient wisdom, duality. Things aren't always white and black. And in this card, trees aren't always planted on the ground. They're planted off to the side. And that's where the ground is. So is the card. Is that the right side up for the card? And that goes right back to linear thinking. All right. So I want to thank you all for watching today. Okay, hope you all have a great day. Make it a great week. Peace and love.